Well, in the last 24 hours, Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes has seen quite a lot of drama. And if you're not up to date, that's what this video is going to do. So today I'm going to walk you through what's going on, why Reddit's blowing up, why Twitter's blowing up, and everything related to the cheating drama going on in Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes. Yeah, so you see all these Permabanned, Bulldog, Permabanned, reverse the ban, blah, blah, blah. And you're wondering what the heck's going on. So in order for this to be explained thoroughly, we need to go back to 2 months ago. Now, here is approximately 2 months ago on June 18th, where they released this forum post talking about anti-cheating and competitive integrity. And this is really where this story begins. Now, the point of this post is essentially that there were some concerns brought up by the community when Grand Arena Championships started to be talked about. And one of the major concerns that people have with the Grand Arena Championships is that just like with the tournaments we had before with the ally points, there was cheating, compromising the integrity of the tournaments, and that was brought into question by the community. This was a response to alleviate our concerns, saying that there's increased surveillance of leaderboard and battle data, zero tolerance policy, meaning they're insta perma-banned for the first time. And that they have some new detection tools. Now, this begins our story. That story is going to take us to this guy's channel, Bulldog1205. Now, Bulldog is a content creator for, Star Wars Galaxy Heroes. And what he decided 2 months ago when he saw this post is, hey, they have detection tools. I'm going to purchase, download, and play with a cheating program. Essentially one of these premium cheating tools. You go out there, you pay whatever amount of money for, you get the program, you plug it in or whatever, however it works. I don't know how the cheating works, okay, but that's what's happened. He got the cheating tool, he put it on whatever device he was doing, and then he cheated for 2 months, essentially winning every Grand Arena, and there was footage showing him being invulnerable, like he could win with Phoenix against like Malik. You know what I mean? You can just do anything. So he did that for 2 months, and he didn't get detected. Okay, so his point, you have to think of it from his point of view. His point of view is they have some detection tools. Either A, I don't believe they have detection tools, or two, I think they do and I want to prove it. So I'm going to go prove the detection tools. Okay, I'm assuming that is this man's thought process here. I don't know if this is true or not, but I saw it stated somewhere that for what it was worth, he didn't actually win any of the Grand Arenas. He made sure that he cheated obscenely, but did not actually beat the person. Okay, so if he went to that extra effort of doing that, yeah, that's nice. He still cheated technically for 2 months, though, using a program. So technically, the guy's a cheater. So if his other account that he's cheating on or whatever got banned, I honestly don't think no one cares. I don't even think he cares, to be honest, because, I mean, like, that would make sense in a way that's almost probably what you would want to happen, right? Because the point is you would want the cheaters to get banned. I mean, that's the whole point of this, I would think. But what actually ended up happening was they came out and they made a statement. And to be fair, this is a perfectly fine statement. They're not wrong. They don't say anything in here that's out of place, that's wrong, that I disagree with. I mean, I like this statement because it basically says you can't cheat. If you do cheat, you get permanently banned. Here is what we are working on to try to show the cheating. Now, basically, at this point, they're saying we have detection tools and we're increasing that. This is just a game of liar, is all this. Okay, it's either they're lying or they're not. That's it. Okay, now, we don't have any proof. The whole experiment with his account cheating for 2 months is cool and all because we know that he was ridiculously cheating, trying to get banned, didn't get banned. That's cool and all, and I can appreciate that attempt at data gathering, but we don't know if it was a fluke. We don't know if there's any detection systems at all. This could be completely not true. We don't know. I don't believe this is untrue. I believe all of these things are true. I think they actually are working on this, and it would make sense. I would think there probably is some new detection tools. I don't know if they're all implemented yet. I don't know if they want to be public that, hey, we're not done with these yet. Grand Arena Championships currently is, we're having to manually ban people. Maybe they don't want to go out and say that right now. And, that's fine. I can understand that. I'm not mad about that, okay? And they don't really say anything in here that I disagree with at all, but it's kind of just a game of liar, whether or not we believe they actually do have detection system, whether or not we really believe that they are surveying the leaderboards and all. It's either they are or they aren't, okay? And they make a claim here that 30% increase in volume, cheer detection ultimately banned. I believe this I believe this because cheating's been talked about a lot more recently, which means people are reporting a lot more recently, which means that's probably the way they ban people, to be honest. If they do have a detection tool, it's not fantastic. Okay, they're probably manually having to do it, and we are kind of the detection tool, to be honest. That's probably what the real scenario is, if I had to guess. Okay, but that's all it is. It's a guess, is what we're doing. Okay, now we can't use the scenario of the one particular account not getting banned as absolute proof to burn down the. I mean, you guys know me. You know I want to. You know I want to bitch. You know I want to complain. You know I want to yell at CG. I'm not going to, because we can't. Even though this is in the same vein of something I've done, and I agree with what I agree with what he did. That was a ballsy thing to do. I thought it's a good way of trying to accumulate data. Unfortunately, we didn't get enough from that accumulation of data. Okay, we know that it's 100% repeatable if you purchase the download and cheating thing, but that's not what we're trying to prove. If you can cheat, we're trying to prove if you can cheat and not be detected. And unfortunately, I don't think we proved that. And it's easy for CG to not talk about it in this scenario because we did not prove that you can do it without being banned. I think that in this one scenario, we proved that it's possible, but not that you can do it. Anyone can do it. We then prove that there's no detection system. Okay, that's the first thing that kind of comes to mind, which is a bummer because our boy Bulldog ate the permaban on his main account. They permabanned his main account for this. Now, technically, that's kind of their terms of service. They say if they find out you are a cheater, it's permanent ban. All confirmed cheaters are permanent ban. Every game I've ever played, if you've been caught as a confirmed hacker, basically a hacking type cheater, you're permabanned across all accounts. This isn't anything new in terms of the gaming industry. I would think that it's probably new in aspect of I was going to say content creators. Normally content creators get a little bit of a break, but even then, when they talked to me, I almost got banned, to be honest with you. They didn't ban me, okay? But that's because I think they wanted to give me a chance looking back at it. But, that I could have very well been banned too, because I show the next exploit. But there is a difference here. I show the next exploit of something that was built into the game, and I showed that they need to fix a bug. Whereas he's showing you can use a hacking tool and fraudulate information to the server. Okay, is essentially what's happening here. Now, I'm not saying that because I think the guy did, anything wrong or whatever. I've heard he actually went out of his way to make sure he lost the Grand Arenas. I think that's true. That's cool. But what I am saying is that, unfortunately, I think in this scenario, they can permaban him, state that we permaban all cheaters across everything, be okay with just that statement, leave a statement like this, which we can't really pick apart because, and honestly, if we look at it here, none of this is wrong. This is a pretty good statement on cheating, in my opinion, if you go read this for yourself. But where everyone's really, really upset currently is we're really upset that Bulldog lost his main account, pour one out for him, right? That Bulldog lost his main account by showing that it is possible, at a minimum, we proved at a minimum it's possible to get an account, begin cheating on it, and have it affect Grand Arena Championships. We know at a minimum that was proven here today, okay, or over the last 2 months, I should say. We know that much. And hopefully we get more information about the detection systems, or it stirs up a conversation about the detection systems and cheating and how we can deal with that as the developer and as a community together, helping report the cheaters and all that. We should, in this one, guys, we should try to work together with them. I'm going to be honest, we should, okay? We can get mad about Bulldog getting his ban. It's whatever. You guys have my thumbs up to be out. McMo even got banned, and he didn't even cheat as far as I'm aware, right? He got suspension anyway. So you guys can go. I don't honestly really care about getting involved in being angry about that as much as feel free to, do your own thing on that, guys. But for what I'm interested in here is we should actually try to have a good conversation and work together with the developers to deal with cheating, because cheating is something that does directly ruin Grand Arena Championships. That's kind of what started this in the first place, and is kind of the core here at everything, is that cheating actively ruins the game, because I've spent over $4,000 at this point in this video game, and if I go against someone who spends $0 and beats me just because he spent $5 on a hack, that's kind of dumb for me, because in my opinion, spend some of the $4,000 that I gave you, CG, on detecting that asshole who's trying to completely ruined the game for me. That's the way I see it. I'm sure that's the way other people who spend money on this game see it too. It's like buying a car and then finding out it doesn't come out, that, oh, you can use it, but my Joe, Joe, the dealership's friend, whenever he wants the car, he can use it. Okay, and that's part of the deal. So I get the outrage. I really do. But we got to try to find a way to work together on the devs with this one, and try to at least be reasonable enough, calm down, lower the pitchforks enough that we can at least get them to talk, because they're going to shut down. We know the company, we know what they're going to do. They're going to shut down, not talk about it. They will do this response as they did, and to be honest, they can probably get away with just having just that response and ignoring everything else and being fined. But we should probably talk about the cheating thing, guys. I mean, we should really figure that out. This is a good response, but I would like to see, as someone who spends money in the game and plays Grand Prix Championships, I'd kind of like to see some numbers showing that you have shown that everyone in Kyber League, showing that they say something like 100% of Kyber League have been confirmed. Like Kyber League is so small, it should be mandatory that everyone in Kyber League is manually checked or something. You know what I mean? For me, that's what I want to see, okay? Because if they're cheating, they're going to get to there anyway. So just clean out from the top or something. That's how I feel about it. This is a kind of a complicated topic. I hope this breakdown gave you any information at all what's going on. The long and short of it is, 2 months ago they said Grand Prix Championships gonna be able to deal with cheating. Guy cheated for the next 2 months. Show that it is in fact being cheated all the way to the top, and that the detection tools are either non-existent or they are existent. They just didn't get him. And that's kind of where we're at. And he got permanently banned. People are mad because his main account got banned and he didn't even cheat on the main. And they feel like we're trying to shut down the conversations to talk about it. So there's really some hostility going on here. But this is an interesting one. If you really want to follow it more, I'd hit it up on Reddit and Twitter. I mean, everyone's talking about this right now. You can hop in and out of Discords and really get your take on it. But that's kind of my take on it anyway. I kind of feel for the guy at the moment, because one, he got banned. Two, I've been in this hot seat for a minute. I mean, I got death threats the day that I put out my thing. You know what I mean? From just random people. So it's like, I know the guy's probably going through a lot. But anyway, guys, that's the bit of news here. So until next drama.